morning, y'all. Good morning. Listen. Just give me your attention for just a couple minutes. That's all I need from you. So just a few minutes. I totally believe that it takes nothing. It costs you nothing to try to encourage somebody. Nothing. This morning, I was at the gym. Little story. This morning, I was at the gym. So at the end of my workout, I go to the back. There's a little back area to just do some ab exercises, whatever. And I noticed a gentleman sitting back there. He was sitting, he had a mat. He was sitting there. He had his phone, and he had his phone plugged into the wall. The gentleman, I'm not passing judgment. I'm not passing judgment or anything like that. The gentleman was sort of heavy set. He was sitting on the floor looking at his phone. Phone was plugged in, and he had two of the energy drinks, Celsius, but the Celsius Heat energy drinks, which have a whole bunch of extra caffeine. He had two of them sitting next to him, and he just looked like he wasn't in the mood to be there, or he looked like he's just possibly going through the motions, right? So I finished my work. I finished my ab workout. I went to leave, and something told me, don't leave. Try to encourage that man. It was heavy on my spirit. So I took a few steps, grabbed my water bottle, took a few steps, and I still felt like, go let him know something. And his face was down. He was sitting on the floor. His face was down in his phone, and I couldn't fight it. I wanted to walk away. Everything went through my head. When I say everything, I mean it could have been everything from he might get mad at you. What if he takes offense? Whatever. And I was like, oh man. So I walked back, I did a little bit of a stretch, and then said, oh, all right, grab my water bottle. I walked right towards him. He like popped his head up from his phone. He said, how you doing? And I said, I'm doing good. And I gave him a fist bump. And I just said, take it one day at a time, man. One day at a time. And he smiled, like this biggest smile came out on his face. I'm trying not to get emotional because I looked at how he looked when he looked up, and to see him sipping, had a one energy drink. He was drinking the other one. I know he was just trying to get something to push himself. And when I gave him a fist bump, and I said, take it one day at a time, man. He said, at least I'm here, right? The way he looked at me, he said, at least I'm here, right? And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Because you never know what somebody else is struggling with and what kind of, encouragement somebody might need. And I know we all walk past people who we feel in our spirit, man, he needs a little bit of encouragement. We keep walking because we don't know how it's going to turn out. We don't know, we get in our own heads and we don't encourage. But yet we all want and need encouragement. So when you receive that encouragement that you wanted, it is now your duty to encourage somebody else. Reach back. If it's 1 second, it doesn't have to be anything big. 1 second, one word, a smile, a compliment, a little bit of encouragement or inspiration. That's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. When that guy said, at least I'm here, and he would sit down cross-legged on the floor, and he said, at least I'm here, with a smile on his face, but you could see the look in his eyes. I said, yes, you are. And that's the first step. And he said, thank you. I said, you're welcome. Keep it up. And I walked away. Because all it takes is, and this is not about me encouraging anybody or inspiring anybody. This is not about me. This is about simply encouraging other people. Because there's times where we need encouragement, right? And guess when you receive that encouragement? When you encourage somebody else. There's times where we're down in the dumps and we're hurting. You know how you make yourself feel better? By making somebody else feel better. That's the only way. We can get caught up in ourselves. We can get caught up in me all day. It ain't going to do nothing for you. It ain't going to do nothing for you if you ain't doing something for somebody else. That's period. Plain and simple. So all I'm saying is, if you've ever received encouragement, it's your job and your duty to encourage somebody else and reach for someone else. And it doesn't take something big. I'm just saying, it doesn't take nothing big. It doesn't take nothing grand. Just a little word of encouragement might help someone. That's all I'm saying. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm in my dining area, so it's something different to keep people's attention, because I did one in the garage the other day, and I guess I got somebody's attention from the backgrounds. They commented, and I try to switch it up a little bit so I don't bore people with too much. And maybe my words bore you. Maybe this message is not for you. It's not for everybody. As a good friend of mine says, Garrett Griffith, that he does some great videos as well. And he says, hey, this message ain't for everybody, but it's for somebody. So let's not forget to encourage, take care of one another, lift each other up. And God bless you guys. Thank you guys. And again, check out ldrapparel.com just to become part of a movement of people who care for one another and understand one another's struggles. That's all. Love you guys. God bless. And have a great day. Thanks. Oh, man, I broke my damn toe.